Hola amigos and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV something or other. In the last episode we and in today's episode we're going to be taking on the final area of the game. But first we have one last gold dragon to take care of. Man, I'm gonna miss these guys. Not really, but I have to put in a good word for them anyway, cause they've got self-esteem problems, and I just wanna be nice to people, alright? We're gonna take some damage there, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter how much damage the golden dragons do, they won't be able to kill me. Anyways, you may have actually noticed I have done a lot of leveling to my party. This was mainly to get our health up to survive the final boss fight, but also to get some magic for Rosa. And the one piece of magic I did want to get was Holy, which causes holy element damage, and against the Wicked Mask enemies it usually deals upward of at least 9,000 damage, if not more. So a fairly reliable source of 9,000 or higher damage really puts a dent on the enemies. Likewise, Rydia has also learned a few things, mainly has learned Tornado, I don't think that was in the previous episode, and Death. Causes death. I'm not actually sure how effective Death will be for us, but probably can't hurt. Oh, one more Dino Zombie too. This game's trying to bring back the nostalgia, and then criticize it. Going to criticize things that happened in the past anyway. English is not my strong suit, I will say that. And hey, a Wicked Mask! This might actually be a great time for me to try out that new Holy spell, actually. Or, well, I've already tried it out, but I mean, a way for me to show off what it does. So, go all the way down here. Cast Holy on Cecil, he's going to be our designated thingamahoobzaba. Takes an oh, that's a lot of damage. The enemy spells are kind of unreliable, and I've checked the stats on this enemy. Its magic power and magic defense aren't really all that high. I mean, compared to the Behemoth, which has like 255 magic defense and God knows how much attack power and stuff, but I mean, this thing's magic stats are kind of... To put it mildly, this thing really sucks at casting magic. But, oh well. It's still kind of a fun enemy to fight, it's still kind of a neat idea, and I mean, I guess I can't fault it for, you know, too much. I mean, it's only had since 1992 to actually learn some magic, so, by Edge. I'm not gonna concern myself over the loss of just one ninja, because where there's one ninja that you do see, there's probably a bunch more that you don't see. Quake is also a really good spell for taking care of these guys. I don't know if I actually covered that or not. I'd actually try Bahamut on them, except I don't know if the summon version of Mega Flare actually is affected by reflecting. And I don't really want to risk it. I mean, it's a biscuit, but I'm not gonna risk it for the biscuit. You know what I'm saying, right? Hopefully you do. Alright. So, gonna be, and, again, with Edge getting knocked out. Maybe I should, probably do a little bit more than bring him to life. Maybe I should heal him. You know what? We've got enough time. We've got enough time to kill before the final boss. I can delay the inevitable long enough. Hopefully. This entire video is actually just going to be me healing up party members, isn't it? As I make my way to the cutscene and then, like, maybe show 3 seconds of the cutscene before the video cuts out. That would be a great gag to throw at the end, right? Ha ha ha. Okay, let's get this treasure chest right here. We're getting closer to the core, so that's alright. I kinda like how fast you move and... oh, jeez. Okay, when in doubt, Hold the shoulder buttons. Now during that battle I actually kinda... Oh, gee... Fuck it, I'm gonna tell the story while I run. During that battle I kind of noticed something actually, and maybe it's been present this entire LP, but... I think I've had my headphones in backwards this entire LP. Like, I think my headphones, like, I plugged it in so that, like, the left-hand side is on the left ear and such, but I mean, maybe I've got them, maybe I've had them backwards for a while and just haven't really noticed it. Cause, like, all the sound effects that are supposed to come out from the right side and stuff like that, right here, I can't hear that. Cause I've only got the right earbud on my thing plugged in, but I think that's supposed to be... Maybe they didn't label it properly, because, I mean, I've got a big old letter R engraved onto this side of the headphones, but that's just... it's just weird. I have a working pair of headphones, but unfortunately I don't have a working brain. Come to think of it, neither did the people in the factory that made this thing. Probably. I don't know. I don't know why you'd even care about that. I mean, I just tell stories when I'm out of, you know, game applicable flippity jabber to talk about. I obtained Geishel Whistle, a little bit late in the game for Geishel Whistles, but more running away. Alright, and I decided not to run away from that battle actually and to stick it out, because I'm really dumb and probably should be conserving my energy, but hey. Go over here, and there's another Fuma Shuriken for your troubles. And, oh, this is a pretty unique setup. Unfortunately, they're not unique enemies, so, jump cut. And that was a nice last little, you know, like, whatever. Nice last-minute boost of EXP. There we go, that's how you say it. Unfortunately, I think that we're running a bit low on MP. You know, healing resources, kind of suffering for it. Thankfully, I still have some of those drivers, so, you know, it's alright, it's alright. Continuing on, another staircase. Leads to a new enemy, Zemus's Mind. Is it Zemus or Zemus? Not sure. Either way, these things are wicked annoying to beat. I'm not even gonna bother, like, using physical attacks on them. There's just... These things are really quite stupid, actually. I don't like them. They smell funny. They have wickedly high defensives as well, so... Any melee attacks you use on them, they will defend against it. Likewise, they will continue to increase their defensives by casting things like Protect and Shell on them. And I believe these actually have the highest HP of any enemy in the game. Not quite sure though, I think Ragnarok can still deal damage to them. Yes, it can. Ooh. Groovy. And because apparently I'm not satisfied with having any MP left over by the end of the game at all, let's use another holy spell. Why not? Yeah, that's still gonna deal damage. They have the boss kind of kill animation too. It's quite spooky. I believe there's another very similar enemy coming up. Not you. You're too similar, actually. You just go away. Leave me alone. I don't like you, Sir Purpleness. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter what enemies we fight because it's only gonna be this one. Yay. Okay, I'm not really satisfied with making Dick for progress here, so what do you say we use an ether on Rosa? And then from there, let's bring everyone up to full health with Kiraja. And another one. Let's just keep using it actually, because with this plan, doesn't matter how much we use. Because we're going to be using an elixir on her, and an elixir on Rydia. Everyone's at a fairly decent level, I think. Everyone's all ready. Everyone's all set. Charge! And oh, what's this? This is scripted battle? Well, that's Zemus, the space vampire he is. And they're just gonna cast spells on him, I guess. Because that's quite alright. You should know by now that using statuses on the boss doesn't help them. But using Holy on the boss certainly does, and man, that damage. 8064. Pretty sneaky, Fusoya. And gonna cast a double meteor here. That's quite ominous. But hey, Dracula here is dead, so that's alright. Man, space vampires. And I thought the boss would be somewhat threatening. Though I'm kinda pissed off that they did kill the boss before I got a chance to fight him. Oh well, we did it. Alrighty then. We have a nice little confrontation here. That edge. That Golbez. It's just occurred to me what I've just done. And, you're gonna realize it eventually, but Zemus is dead, and he's, on fire now. And, why is it getting darker? The hatred of Zemus. Zebes? Zebra? The hatred of Zebra. We are Zebramus. We loathe all. Oh, what's gonna happen here? His death caused him to double his power. We've intensified his evil. I've accidentally tapped the microphone. You may have heard that. Now we're going to completely destroy him. Well, thankfully this is going to be another scripted battle in which Zemus is going to die easily, right? They're just going to cast Meteor and deal some damage and... Okay, I'm pretty sure my eyes were playing tricks on me. That text looked green for a second there. Is this a... Meteor has no effect. Use the crystal. You chose the dark path. The crystal cannot cleanse your sin. Oh. 9,999 seems a little excessive, don't you think? Oh well, whatever. Suffer, die, our hatred, blibbity flabbity. Your turn, join us in hell. Ha! There's no way in hell I'm joining that hell. Oh man, this is gonna be a really long episode, isn't it? I hope you guys like long episodes, cause this is gonna be one of them. Like even with the footage I've cut out from like monster battles and stuff. This is still gonna take a while. And it's time to pray for them. Pray for them and this earth. And then we're going to pray for Cecil and the rest of them. And our prayers. Come on, you guys, you gotta pray with me. I want you to reach in your pockets. I want you to dig deep. And alright. Wait, how come? Oh, right, all the major NPCs have their heads down, but all the minor ones don't. I wish they had, like, hard hats and, like, pickaxes and stuff so I could really make a minor ones joke, but unfortunately I'm not going to. Yeah, what a ripoff. Oh well. Hopefully we're all at fairly decent levels to kill this thing. Golbez! I'll be taking that crystal of yours if you don't mind, and I'll leave you to rot in this hell forever. Okay, we're actually going to defeat Zeramus now. So a nice little cutscene comes here, and the people who are preying you on will actually change depending on who you've brought with you in your party. Tella's always going to be praying with you, despite the fact that he's dead. Like, wait, how is Tella praying for you if he's dead? I'm confused. Oh yeah, to all of you guys that said that Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy to kill off a major character, bullshit. Bullshit. That is all. Anyway, all Zeramus is really going to do is just vibrate rapidly for a second here. You can attack him, but it doesn't actually do any damage. What I want to do here, first off, is set up Protect. And hopefully I'm going to get a chance to set up Shell as well. And the reason for this is going to be apparent soon. But first we've got to reach that turn, and we'll get there when we get there. Okay. So where's Shell? I think we have Shell. There we go. Shell. I think that reduces magic damage. I hope it reduces magic damage, otherwise I've just wasted 19 MP. Still not going to be able to do any damage to him yet. We have just one more thing. Cecil, Crystal, Zeramus, bada bing. Zeramus reveals his true self. Are you ready? Are you set? Cause this is Zeramus, and where we're going, we ain't gonna need roads. Zeramus here is the game's final boss, and he is quite powerful. And, oh, come on, you should have used Big Bang first so that I could heal, but nah, whatever. Anyway, Zeramus here has a variety of interesting attacks at his disposal, including this one, Big Bang. Big Bang, what it does is relentlessly destroy you to death. It deals a massive amount of damage to any party members that are gonna get hit by it. And party members are indeed going to get hit by it. So, thanks for that, lads. It's Square Enix. It also casts Sap status as well, which is really quite annoying. Thankfully, we should have the opportunity to cast Kiraja here real quick. After this, I'm gonna try to cast Slow on this thing and see what happens, because I don't know, I was hoping on, you know, Asura doing something, but Asura's a little bit unreliable. Just a little bit, just a smidge. Why are we attacking with Edge? I have Fuma Shuriken. I brought Fuma Shuriken up the ass for this fight. Like, explicitly for this fight. Explicitly up the ass. Okay, we're gonna cast Mega Flare here. Hopefully deals something resembling some decent damage. And hopefully we're gonna get another turn here as well. Oh! Flare! That deals a bit of damage. Just a little bit. Nope. Black Hole, okay. So what Black Hole does is basically nullifies any magic buffs you have. Zeramus himself is completely exempt from its power, but if you've got something like Protect or Shell up, then this does give you an opportunity to force you to recast it. Actually I think I can get slow on this guy right now. Haha, take that. They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. Ho ho, hee hee. And gonna counter with Flare on... okay. Well, I actually want to try to get Asura up here as well. Hopefully heals, heals, heals. No. well, protection is kind of alright, I guess. This is gonna be like butt clenching. Oh wait, no, that wasn't protect. That was heal everyone. Protect is the red one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know my Final Fantasy, so you gotta excuse me. Zerma's here. Seems to like casting, you know, spells that happen to do a thing. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. That's basically it. And I think it's gonna cast Big Bang again, so you know what? Screw it, we're gonna cast Bahamut. And, okay, now... actually I'm a little bit concerned of the timing of this. Timing and structure... That was Flare, you know what? Screw it. Gonna start casting it right now. No, Cecil's not gonna live through it though. No, and you didn't use Black Hole Big Bang in time. Darn it. You've seen through my clever ruse. But it doesn't matter. Because Rydia and Rosa are here to, So, while I'm getting my ass royally handed to me, maybe I can tell a story. So, it's recently come to my attention that I have no idea what I'm talking about most times. And making statements without, you know, being informed is something that I still do from time to time, and I used to do it a lot as a kid. Like, what I mean by this is, like, in middle school, there was a classmate I had who, his name was V, I think. And at first as a kid, because, you know, I was, I don't know, maybe not culturally sensitive enough, I didn't know that, like, his name was literally, like, V and stuff. I thought that was just the first letter of his name and, like, a nickname that everyone went for and stuff, because I was in high school, I mean, or middle school, actually, at the time. And, you know, I didn't know that things, and I thought that, you know, it was just an affectionate nickname and stuff, and it turns out I'm really just a racist asshole at this point, so... that's all fine and dandy. Anyway, let's get a Fuma Shuriken out here. Oh man. First thing I came to mind was, I thought that his name was like Victor or something, because that was like the only V name that I actually knew, so... And the reason I knew that name was because of Ed, Edd n Eddy. Because Victor was Rolf's pig, wasn't it? Or was Victor the goat? Somebody explain this to me. Somebody just help me out here. I really don't know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, it's just like, that has been a moment of, I'm never going to be able to live that down, because... Well, it's a good thing I don't talk to him anymore either, so that means I don't have to apologize. Aha! Oh, Big Bang, this is gonna kill someone, isn't it? Well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. No, it didn't. It just made everyone come dangerously close to being killed. Groovy, I'm actually gonna defend here, so I can hopefully get Kiraja up real quick. This whole boss fight just seems kind of like a battle of attrition and stuff. It's not a particularly difficult boss fight. I mean, right now it's a little bit harder than I remember it, because I'm trying to get back into the know-how of Final Fantasy IV, but I mean, it's not an incredibly difficult boss fight. It's definitely doable, and it definitely feels doable, and even in this, the, you know, Game Boy Advance version of the game, which uses the original Japanese difficulty, so it's a little bit harder than the, Super Nintendo version. Even now, it's still... that was the wrong one. Why am I casting Asura so much? That's not what I should be doing, probably. No, I'm gonna actually, cast Kira right here. And we're gonna get another Fuma Shuriken out here. Just hopefully get the damage going up here, because I just want to deal so much damage. I love dealing damage. Like, I know that, you know, there's a lot of better weapons in, like, Team Fortress 2 and stuff that you can deal, you know, moderate amounts of damage, but not have, you know, any drawbacks. But I like a lot of the heavy damaging weapons and stuff. Like, I love the lock and load. I wouldn't trade the lock and load for anything. Like, it's gotten to the point where I tried out the lock and load on day 1 after getting it. You know, first TF2 drop I got. Basically fell in love with it. And I actually can't adjust to not using the lock and load. It's like physically impossible for me to not use it. Like, I can try using the stock grenade launcher and stuff. Doesn't work for me. I can't... it just... Okay, you know, this is probably a really dumb idea, but let's try to cast Asura, see if I can bring the party back to life. No, of course not. Oh well. Wanna get another throw out. That's another big bang, so that's likely gonna kill somebody. It's gonna kill Rydia for sure, but I mean... Hopefully Rosa and Edge can... Yes, they survive. Hooray! This is what I mean by this kind of feels like a battle of attrition, because he's dealing damage to me, I'm dealing damage to him. It feels kind of stalemate-ish and stuff. Black hole? Yeah, that's alright. You keep on keeping on, man. Keep on doing that. Meanwhile, I'm actually going to use an elixir on Rosa right here. And... Flare, that's gonna hit Edge. Might kill him. No, it isn't, actually. That's quite alright. If I manage to solo run this with, like, just Rosa, that would be impeccable. I know I'm not gonna do it, because I'm insane, but I'm not nearly good enough to, like, solo run the final boss. Super full power Hypo Turbo Championship. We are so fucked edition. Try to cast Asura one more time, please. Please, hold on. Healing. Yeah, I guess... I guess this boss fight is kind of difficult then. I guess... If only Big Bang had, like, a chance to miss. Like, I'm thankful that in this version of the game you don't have to, you know... Yeah, what am I even trying to say? You don't have to do something stupoid, like, what? No, why did I do that? I should have waited. I could have had it all. And Kane's gonna die now. You know what, if I just, like, did a standard attack with Kane, that wouldn't be an issue. Rosa's not really taking that much damage, to be honest. Rosa is tanking through this. If I actually manage to... No, this is gonna kill him though, for sure. Oh god, why did I... What? Oh, man. Okay. This boss fight has just gotten really, really silly. You know what? Let's cast Haste. Get ourselves in order. Big Bang. That's going to damage us. But not kill us. How are we gonna do this, though? Because, I mean... As much as I want to bring back the rest of the party, I'm pretty sure that it would be, like, incredibly just funny for me to just defeat Zeramus without using anyone but Rosa. Oh man, it's really a shame that this boss doesn't, like, give out experience and no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I asked for. I didn't ask for this. Oh, but man. Okay, let's bring Rosa back from being nearly dead. Oh man, this is great. I almost feel sorry for Zeramus now. Like, it really must be tough on him. Man, I wish there was like some kind of lull in his pattern though, so I could like get reflect on Zeramus, and then get reflect on myself, and then... Because then he'd basically be stuck in like a state of damaging himself over and over and over for my amusement. And that would be alright with me. Whatever, let's roll with it. Roll with the punches. I mean, no point in rolling with the punches. I've been laughed out of the ring, but I mean... Crack. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. I think... Probably a really dumb idea. Let's bring Edge back. I mean... Mainly because... shit. Rosa, please hang on, please. No. Oh, I should not have broken pattern. I shouldn't have. Now something tells me I'm going to deeply regret it. Well, maybe. It all depends on whether or not I can get Kiraja up in time. Kiraja, please get us back in the saddle. Wasn't that the name of a song, actually? I don't know, maybe it's like Aerosmith or something. I don't know, why am I attacking with Edge? Why am I attacking with Edge? Well, because it doesn't really matter at this point. Because we've kind of effectively shown that Zeramus is a little bit of a... Zeramus is funny. That's my logic behind this. Zeramus, you are funny. You are a hilarious final boss. I mean... All that time, I was just... We're gonna get Kiraja out, and then hopefully we're gonna bring back Cecil, because he's kind of the main character, and... Yeah, he deserves to be a part of this. Let's cast Fuma's Shuriken, or not cast for... Well, maybe we're like casting it off, like fishing. We've got like on a line or something, and... Something like that. I would go fishing with, like, shuriken and stuff. That would kind of be neat. Don't make me get my shuriken, noobs. Whatever. That was a reference to something probably nobody's gonna get. I don't think I even referenced that properly. Why would I reference it properly anyway? It's not like anything that's really worth— Oh god, Meteor! What? Meteor, that's... Why... And we now return you to Rosa the fucking Invincible in just a moment. Oh, I believe I've started his third pattern though, so... It's quite alright. Yeah, Kane's the only one getting hit by that. As stupid as this sounds, are Rosa and Rydia immune to its effects? Is it like... What? That was it? And in a grand case of girl power, I'm just... I was so sure I was under level for that fight too, but Rosa was just like... Oh man. Rosa is just the determinator right here. Just... She's still about to cast a spell on someone too. I think she's cast a spell on someone already. Our hearts! And then I gained like 999 HP because using Cure Spell and stuff. Wow, that was, I think it's a combination of the fact that I managed to spam Curaja for so long and I tell a story of racial insensitivity. Marvelous. Oh no, Zeramus says that evil will always exist. Why is Cecil still standing? He was like dead that entire boss fight, but no. He's the main character, he has to be standing. Oh man. If it weren't for the fact that I have to do a recording on this, I would be laughing pretty hard about that right now. Oh, why, that was the worst final boss fight I've ever had. So the blue planet may have already evolved past us Lunarians. As long as evil exists. Aww. Goodness exists because evil exists. There was nothing to it. There was a lot to it, actually. You throwing shuriken, and Rosa healing a bunch, and Cecil maybe attacking once. Kane jumped a lot. You know what, Cecil? You have wonderful friends, Cecil. Ooh. He can't return home. Gonna be a lot of sleeping. I think like the Lunarian lifestyle is very Golbez. I feel bad for him. So, is the Lunarian lifestyle just like sleeping a lot and stuff? Cause I mean, I guess I'd be alright with that. Stop confusing him. Aww. They really do love each other. Aww. They have a family relationship. What a nice ending. Also, Venus looks exactly like the moon, and why is Mercury so big? One born of a dragon, bearing darkness and light, shall rise to the heavens over the still land. The moon's light eternal brings a promise to earth with bounty and grace. After a brief pause, the moon travels forth, seeking another in search of its radius. Though the same blood, one earth and one moon, time's march alone keeps the two far apart. Man. There's nothing like a good Final Fantasy game to just... I'm gonna have to make this a two-parter for sure. This might be the epilogue, but... Final Fantasy IV. Wow. What a game. Thoughts on this project? Final Fantasy IV is still one of my all-time favorite RPGs and all-time favorite games in general. I really do enjoy this game. I enjoy the story, even though it does get a little bit silly at times. And I think that the characters are all very well done and very memorable in that regard. A lot of people say that, you know, Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII are the best games, and some people say 10 is the best game, but... I don't know. I feel like they're not necessarily substitutes for this. From what little I've played of Final Fantasy VI, I'm not liking it as much as this game. Maybe that'll change eventually, but I've got to get back to playing it, so maybe I will play 6 in the near future. From what I've heard, though, it's just... never mind, I'm not even going to get onto that. And likewise, Final Fantasy VII, I don't think I'm ever really going to take seriously ever again. It's just... oh, man. By the way, to the one person that said that Final Fantasy VII was the first Final Fantasy game to kill off a major character, Tella called. He wants you to know that you're a jerk. A spoony jerk. Man, though. All in all, this LP was... It took way too long for me to get around to making videos of this, but this LP overall turned out to be really, really fun from, you know, what I've played of it so far. It's definitely an RPG that I feel really holds up well to this day. And if you want a more modernized version of it, I do recommend getting the PSP version of the game, which also includes the Final Fantasy IV sequel, The After Years. Personally, I haven't actually played The After Years yet, and I don't think I'm ever really going to get around to it, but the PSP version of the game does... It's like a less buggy version of the Game Boy Advance build, and from what I've played of this is like the European version of the game that doesn't have all the bugs present inside. Like, it has some present, but it doesn't have, you know, all the game-breaking ones and such, so... stuff like that. PSP version of the game, really good. If you have to get the DS version, I guess that's alright. I guess. Yeah. But, either way, I really do suggest that some of you guys go out there, play this game, because it's an enjoyable one. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the few JRPGs I'll play through over and over and over. I feel like it's